Welcome to Bobbi Jo's. In here I have 3 chicken breasts. They've been in the refrigerator thawing and they're still frozen. But I like to cut, I'm going to make nuggets. I'm going to make chicken nuggets tonight for dinner. And I like to cut these while they're still slightly frozen because it's easier than when they completely thaw out. So I'm going to get these and cut these into nuggets, and then we'll put them back in the fridge, let them finish thawing out so they'll be ready when I make my chicken nuggets tonight. And I'll show you how I do that. It's easier to cut them when they're frozen, slightly frozen in the middle. When they're thawed, it's just more difficult. And then you cut them however big you want your nuggets to be. This is a KitchenAid. It says KitchenAid Japanese steel meat cleaver. And it does a great job. I'll put a link in the video description if you're interested. Last time I checked, they didn't have any. But maybe they're back in stock. So 3 large chicken breasts makes a lot of chicken nuggets. But you can either bake them, which are really good baked, but I'm going to fry them this afternoon for dinner, and I'll show you how I do that. We'll be back later. I'm going to put these back in the fridge and let them finish thawing. It's about 30 minutes before I'm going to fry these chicken nuggets up. We got 2 eggs. I'll do about I don't know, about 1/4 a cup. That's half and half. I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's pink Himalayan salt, but you can use whatever you got. And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'll do a little bit of paprika too. I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now this is just going to be my marinade. I'm going to stick the chicken nuggets in here and just kind of let them marinate for 30 minutes. I'll add more seasoning when I do the breading. Miss Carla, are you thirsty, my girl? Miss Carla May's my kitchen buddy these days. She likes to hang out in the kitchen with me. Bobbi Jo's got where she's got other things she likes to do besides being in the kitchen all day. She likes to hang out with her brother. Miss Carla May likes to hang out with me. Okay, I have a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. I'm going to pour all these chicken nuggets in there. Just fold it down. If you fold the sides down like that, you don't have to worry about the chicken getting all over the zipper. And then mix this up again. And we're just going to pour this in. Let me get a rubber spatula. All right, since you folded the sides down like that, see, nothing's messy. I try to get all this air out, but I'm going to zip it up and I'm going to shake it. Get all the chicken coated. I'm going to stick it back in the fridge for 30 minutes or until I'm ready to cook dinner. It may be a little over 30 minutes, but you don't have to marinate it. I always do. I just like to get that ready beforehand. And then all I have to do is get my flour ready and get it ready to fry. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, but if you have self-rising flour, that works great too. I usually prefer self-rising flour, but I'm out of self-rising flour. I'm adding in a tablespoon of cornstarch because the cornstarch is going to make it a little crispier when you fry it. And in case you didn't know, this is not a keto recipe. This is not low carb. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. That's what the garlic salt looks like. Just want a little bit of garlic flavor to it. I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. This is 1/2 teaspoon. So that's 1. That's 2. Now, I usually like a lot of cayenne pepper in mine, but I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to do a little 1/8 teaspoon. Because Steve is not big on the real spicy. So we're going to keep it mild. And if you have like a seasoning mix or something you prefer, I've got a bunch of seasoning mixes over here I could have probably used. You can use that in here. You can add pepper, whatever you want. I'm just going to mix all this together. And this is going to be my breading. And it doesn't really have to be really spicy. We're going to be probably dipping it in honey mustard or sweet and sour or something like that anyway. But this will give it a little bit more flavor than just a bland flour. I'm not using my fryer today because my counter is taken up with a crock. I've only got one counter over here that has a plug that I can actually use stuff on. And I've got my largest crock pot over here full of chicken for the dog food. So I'll cook that and then I'll debone it. But I don't have room for my fryer over there. So I'm going to be using my Dutch oven. I've got some fresh oil in the Dutch oven and I'm just going to use it on the stovetop. See, this is the only counter I have where I can plug stuff up. And this crock pot, I could probably move the crock pot over and move the coffee maker and have room for the fryer. I'm just going to use the Dutch oven on the stove since it doesn't take up any counter space. And Nolan's telling me it's time for him to eat, so I need to get his food bowl ready. Okay, so all we're going to do is take our nuggets from this bag and drop them into the flour mixture. Drain them off a little bit. Just coat it with the flour. Once it's good and coated, I've got a plate over here. Just going to set them in until the oil's hot enough. I get my cooking oil up to 365 degrees. And then I'll drop these in the oil. Okay, I'm going to get all these coated and then we'll be back when I'm ready to fry. Okay, I want y'all to see how many chicken nuggets I've got breaded here. That's 3 chicken breasts, so it makes a lot of chicken nuggets. I got the oil heating on the stove, so we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, so we got oil over here in the Dutch oven. It's 324, so I'm going to wait a few more minutes, let it heat up a little more. I'll put a link to this in the video description if you want one of these little handy dandy infrared thermometers. We're up to 360. I'm going to go with 360 degrees. I'm not going to drop a whole lot in there at one time. We're just going to do a few because the temperature of the oil will drop when you drop these in. and you don't want it to drop too much. You don't want it overcrowded. Now, depending on the size of the nuggets, they can cook anywhere from 4 to 8 minutes. It should be 165 degrees inside. I've got some that are smaller than others. They'll probably be done in 4 minutes. I'm going to separate them. I set my timer on my stove for 4 minutes so I can remove these smallest ones. I don't think they're going to have to cook 8 minutes. They should be done probably, the bigger ones probably about 5-6 minutes. These little tiny ones, they're only going to take about 4 minutes. And if you have a Dutch oven, they work really good for frying. They work really good for a lot of things. Soups, sourdough bread. But they're really good for frying too. Alright, it's been 4 minutes. They actually are looking done. I'm going to remove these smaller ones. I'm going to let the others cook maybe another minute or so, but I think they're about done. But aren't those some good looking chicken nuggets? So I'm just going to place them on this. I've got my oven on the lowest it'll go. It's on 170 degrees, and I'll stick this in the oven so it'll stay warm while I cook up the rest of the chicken nuggets. So that big one, I'm going to let it cook a little longer. It's probably done though. They all look like they're done. Okay, I'm removing these. Let that oil drain so I can get you close up of these nuggets for y'all. I'm gonna let that oil heat up. Then we'll drop some more. It's up to 323, so we're gonna wait just another minute or two. Okay, we're up to 364 degrees. So I'm going to drop some more in here. We're going to let those cook 4 to 5 minutes and they'll be done. Okay, here's a close-up of the chicken nuggets. The first ones I cooked were a little dry. I did them on 4.5 minutes. And 3.5 to 4 minutes is plenty long enough for these because they're smaller. The bigger ones, 4 minutes still had them too dry. So 3.5 minutes for these size chicken nuggets.
2 thumbs up, drool-worthy. These are better than, lately we've been having some store-bought frozen chicken nuggets. These are fresh, freshly cut, freshly breaded, freshly cooked. And my mouth's having this fresh jet of saliva gland explosion because we've also got this really good sauce.
It's Asian kicking wing sauce.
Yeah, Asian kick wing sauce.
Kicking. Or no, it's Asian kick.
Asian
You're
kick
right.
wing sauce. Oh, did you hear that? If we could get that as a ringtone.
You're right.
But these are really good. The texture is, it's meaty. They're juicy without being greasy. And whatever she did, follow her recipe and you
Well,
will be
the
happy.
first batch was a little too dry because I was trying to get them done.
Yeah.
But I finally got it correct.
Did you have them too hot or cook them too long?
I was cooking them too long.
Okay.
3.5 minutes, 3 to 3.5 minutes. The small one's 3 minutes, the larger one's 3.5. But even the larger ones aren't that big.
Yeah, but I mean,
And then we're having some French fries. I threw in the air fryer, some Aldi seasoned fries. And I had to get that right too. The first batch was a little too done.
I thought
so.
the first batch was good.
Oh, well.
But anyway, this is an excellent meal. I highly recommend it. And I'm having saliva gland explosions in my mouth. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
But I'm always happy.
Yes, you are. Thank you for your review.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.